Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to change a steering box out in a 1440. That'll be the same procedure as a 1641, 1863, 1862. They're all the same. Now I'm going to do it a little bit differently than normal, I guess. I'm going to try to leave this whole assembly. This is a stem. This is where the steering wheel goes on. I'm going to try to leave it as a whole assembly because I've already serviced this one. I've taken it apart and put grease in it. This box here is extremely tight. On the machine that we're changing, this plate right here is really loose and it's wobbling like this. So we're going to replace it. When you see it come out, you're going to understand why I'm replacing it. I could have tightened up the nut. But I sell a lot of these boxes here in the yard, and a lot of people ask me how difficult they are to do. In my opinion, Cyclops is very easy to work on. But we're going to take it down from the steering wheel all the way down to the bottom. There's 2 3/8 bolts that hold it in. And I'm going to show you the machine that we're going to take it off. Right here, this machine came in. This is the one we worked on the carburetor, and it works really well. So we're going to take the steering wheel off, and there's a snap ring underneath here, and there's a little bit of a bushing washer type thing. We'll show you that. Right in this area right here, we have a clamp, and right up there is that CV. It's tough to see. We're going to go to the other side because I want to show you the plate we have to drop. We're going to drop that plate right there, but we'll get underneath it, and I'll show you. This is a little bit of a workout job. And right there is we're going to drop this. They don't use a grass screen. They use just a grass plate. We're going to drop this plate out, and we're going to take, right there is a steering arm right there. We're going to take that off. And right up there is that CV joint. So we're going to do it. We're going to see how long it takes. We should be able to do it in one video. So we're going to start on the steering wheel, and I've already soaked this, so we'll see how it comes off. Usually, well, I dropped the steering nut there. Usually these come off fairly easy anyways. This is 5/8 fine if you ever have to rethread them. You can look back at past videos and you can see where I rethreaded quite a few. Yeah, we'll put the nut back on, and we'll get a hammer and a punch. And there we go. Now right here's a washer. There's going to be one down underneath here also because they sandwich together. This is what your tilt wheel looks like without this rubber piece on here. Here's the other piece right there. That one's a little bit froze. We'll soak that for a second. Be honest with you, I've never had one of these froze before. You can see that piece right there. Now there's a snap ring right here. We're going to take that off. We're going to lubricate that up. Make sure there isn't any burrs on that because I want that to slide right down through that nut right there, I'm going to call it. Now we're going to drop this plate in the bottom. I realize you can't see it, but you're going to see it drop down. It takes a 9/16 and a 3/8 to do it. Now we're going to unhook, and I'm going to show you that in a little bit more detail. I'm going to take you out of the stand. We're going to drop the drag link right here. It's going to take a 3/4 and a 5/8 on this side, 3/4 on this side. Now where you have the cover off, and you can see right up here, here's your steering box. You have some bolts behind this area. But we're going to take off the drag link right here. It's going to take 3/4 on this side, hold with a wrench on the other side at 5/8. And that's going to drop that right off, and then we're going to drop the steering box out of there. And there she is. I'm going to go underneath instead of using a long socket with an extension, and we're going to take the 2 bolts off and underneath here. Now we're going to take that clamp off right there. It's going to take a 1/2 inch to do it. And you see the box is already starting to drop down. Now the way I'm doing it, I'm going to take these nuts all the way off, take the clamp off. This is the same clamp as they use on the hydraulics on the 82 series. Now when I put it together, these are fine thread 5/16. I'm going to not use a lock nut. I'm going to use a regular nut. So we should be pretty loose now. We're going to be able to do it, but we're going to have to take this bracket off. Like I said, I never did it this way before, and I wanted to try it. I didn't want to disturb any of the harness. The harness on these, the less you touch them, the better off you are. That right out. We'll take that cross brace right out of there. I'm going to use new bolts anyways when I put it back together. Harness is on there, so we'll loosen, just put it off to the side. And we dropped her right out of there. You can see this one right here is really wore out. Yeah, I could have tightened that nut up. This one here, it has been greased. You can tell that because it's pretty dusty in there. So somebody has greased it over the years. But they're getting old. These 1440s are really old. This was pretty loose in this one, so I wouldn't have had to take it out. You can take them out. You can take that Allen bolt right there, and you can divide them and leave this right up in the machine. So, but we're going to change it out complete. I'm pretty happy with the one we're going to put back in. Time to put it together. These are the 2 bolts that are on the bottom that we had to remove. We're going to take these out. I'm going to use these instead of the ones that came out on the replacement box here. And as you can see, this one here is nice and tight. and have this shaft all cleaned up, lubed up pretty good. And we're going to put it underneath the machine, and we're going to put it right up through. So I'm going to move the camera, and I'm going to show you it coming through the steering wheel side. We have one bolt in. Now that's what it looks like right now where we're at. The bolts are right there, right in that area right there. We're going to tighten them up. It's going to take a 9/16 to do that. And that box will be in, secured to the frame. And then we'll put the clamp on right up in that area. Put the cross frame bracket right in, back in. 5/16 using different bolts. I think we're in pretty good shape there. Now I'm going to get back underneath it and just tighten up the bolts a little bit more on the steering box, and I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. We're going to put the steering wheel back on. We're going to put the snap ring back on. I had it right. 15/16. Before I put the steering arm back on, I'm going to put the bolts in for this pan here. Get them tight. Definitely put this grass plate on. If you don't, it'll be sucking a lot of dirt right up through to the motor. That's what it looks like with the pan back on. There's a new steering box. I already hooked up the joint right there. And now we're going to see if it steers well. Pretty happy with it. It's nice and tight. We're going to change the front ends, as you can see. Watch that right there. You see we have some jiggle right there, so we're going to change out the front end in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. This video here went into a little bit more detail. If you have any questions on doing this job, feel free to always email me. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.